Hello everybody, Larry Young here again with another segment of OLaMan Living Life with Purity. And today I want to talk about old traditions during the holiday season. I was at breakfast this morning meeting with an old friend for our annual, coffee, at the diner, just to see how things went this last year, what we plan on doing next year, check up, for the holidays. And we got to talking a little bit about Christmas carols and how it seems to be that you don't hear the Christmas carols on the streets anymore. You don't hear them being broadcast out of businesses through their loudspeaker systems and things like that. That used to be typical traditions, years gone by. And I told him about the situation going on over in England right now, where many laws are being passed right now to shut down Christian-type events in public. And one of the things that has really catapulted to the top of the pile the last 2 months has been the banishment of public singing of Christmas carols. In some areas around jolly old England right now, if you try to walk the streets singing Christmas carols, you can be arrested for basically intimidation and hate speech, because a lot of people don't believe in the Christian themes expressed in the holiday carols. And among these people are the Islamists. And they find it offensive. They had a really big trouble with Halloween, and many are going to have trouble with Christmas. They're going to say they don't, but they do. And they mock people who follow these traditions and the Western ideology on things. So we were talking about this, and this was concerning to a number of the people in the general area around the tables. And then one of the people said, well, you got a lot to talk about. You used to have the public sing-along and the public carols there at your church up there years ago. What happened to that? I said, well, I got thrown out. I said I lost the property to bankruptcy, and the people who took it over didn't seem to care or have any concern about the old traditions. I tried bringing it back when I came back in 2018, but I was met with, a full stop no, because they just wanted it to be strictly Catholic and not have any other kind of denominations in there. And I said, well, this is not how you community build in a town like this. And the people around me were talking today about how they enjoyed it so much, and they thought that I was the one who had said, no, we're not going to do this anymore. And I said, no, it wasn't me at all. I said, I was the one that started it. I was the one that, kept it going right up until the end. And they seemed to remember that. They said, it was such a wonderful thing. I said, yeah, it was. And everyone came in, and they all got a bit of light, that evening. All the churches coming in, singing a couple songs, and everyone understanding, what hymns and church songs they found to be moving. And then we had everyone, one of the rules was nobody could come up and sing Silent Night, because Silent Night was the last song of the evening and everyone sang together. And I tried telling people that we do Silent Night as the last song because the Blessed Mother had said that that was her favorite song. And that got a little bit of stare back from some of the Methodists in the room, but they seemed to enjoy it in the end. They let me have my luxury of my own comment on it. But the situation is presenting itself right now that there is a concerted effort to shut down traditions and things that help build family bonds and their memories of life. And we're losing all this. And so we need to work very, very hard to hold on to these things before it's all taken away. You never know when this could happen. It's just a fearful place to be spiritually and physically in many parts of our country and our world right now, because things are changing so drastically and so quickly and without real evaluation, just people working off of emotions and feelings to make changes about things rather than using wisdom and understanding what lasts, what endures, what never changes. We're going to get through this. It's going to be a really tough season again, like I've been saying. But hold on to your traditions. When people tell you to stop something, you need to ask them, why? What is your reasoning on this? Don't just let them say, because. You let them make a statement as to why and what their reason is. And then, if that's what the case is, work to change it. So, otherwise you're going to lose these traditions and these opportunities forever. So, in the meantime, I love you, and I'll be back.